Abd el-Hafid al-Aham, advisor to the Algerian president in charge of foreign relations, sent a shocking report to Abd el-Majid Tebboune on the developments of the Moroccan Sahara issue. According to leaked excerpts from the aforementioned report, Tebboune's advisor admitted the failure of the Algerian generals' policy in their approach to the Moroccan Sahara file, when he said, with great regret, all the reports of the Secretary-General of the United Nations and Security Council resolutions in recent years are completely devoid of any indication for the referendum option in exchange for the Moroccan proposal of autonomy received dozens of times, describing it as serious and credible, and that it constitutes a reliable basis for a practical, realistic and agreed-upon political settlement. The report also acknowledged the weakness of the Algerian position internationally, pointing to Morocco's success in attracting several consulates that were opened in the southern provinces of the kingdom, where it stated, the report, "This is what made Algeria's position on the issue very weak at the international level, and we confirmed this weakness in the growing phenomenon of opening consulates of countries in the desert." The shocking report of the soldiers in Sicily, Algeria also referred to the catastrophic failure within the African Union. What made matters worse is that the African Union, which was for us a strong point in defending our thesis on the Sahara issue, has come to recognize that the political process is an exclusive matter managed by the United Nations and not any other international or regional body. The Algerian official referred to the economic dynamism launched by the kingdom in the southern provinces, which favored them internationally and regionally, and said in this regard, also, Morocco launched a series of huge projects in the desert that contributed to the creation of economic, commercial, agricultural and industrial activities, and this is what made the Moroccan position it is getting stronger regionally and internationally, which made the referendum option, which we have always advocated and spent our precious for it, completely dropped from the agenda of the United Nations. On the other hand, the Algerian report touched upon the American recognition of the Moroccanness of the Sahara, which it considered a blow to the ruling Algerian regime. Also, the American recognition of Morocco's sovereignty over the Sahara, an institutional decision related to the interests of the United States of America in the region, was a strong blow to Algeria, and we tried through our friends in Washington, pressure is exerted by all means in order to freeze recognition. But our attempts failed as a result of the presence of a very powerful Jewish lobby, represented by Moroccan Jews who are extensively present in the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, known for short as AIPAC, which has influence in directing election campaigns and is close to American decision-making centers, which made us make sure that the American retreat from its decision on the Sahara issue has become one of the seventh impossible. The report touched on the new Spanish position in support of the Moroccan proposal, describing it as surprising, and stated, the Spanish position to support the Moroccan proposal in the Sahara was surprising and shocking for Algeria. But we failed in our goal because Rabat had pressure cards that it played in a professional manner and thus closed in the face of Algerian diplomacy all possible ways to freeze the Spanish position. In conclusion, the leaked report warned the Algerian president of the need to adopt a new and realistic approach to the issue of the Moroccan Sahara, which takes into account the higher interests of the state, and said in this context, the time has come to crystallize a realistic view of the Sahara file, which requires the supreme interest of Algeria, which it cannot remain stationary at a certain point. Through the aforementioned report, the advisor called on his boss to build new alliances. In light of the accelerating international changes, as he wrote, we see everyday radical fluctuations in global alliances in order to reach self-interest, and in the midst of these changes we are required to define an angle, a sharp area through which the regional area can be seen well, as international conflicts have become more fierce in a region that we represent the largest part of, and it is necessary to find a bloc that protects us.